everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is another back to school video. It is DIY school supplies. I don't know why, but I just love school supplies for some reason, and I love to make it cute and personalized. So I hope you enjoy this video. For our first DIY, we're going to be customizing our own glue sticks. So for the supplies, you're obviously going to need a glue stick, some scissors, some scrapbook paper to cover the glue stick, and a little bit of glue to glue it on. You can use regular glue, but I'm choosing to use hot glue to make sure it sticks very well. The first step is to measure the scrapbook paper to where it is the same length as the original glue stick label. You don't want it too long or else you won't be able to use the glue stick. Once you have cut it out, glue one end of the scrapbook paper to the glue stick. Then wrap the remaining around and secure the end with glue. That's all, you're done! On to our second DIY, which is going to be pictures to hang in your locker. This one's really fun because lockers can be very boring and sometimes you just want it to be decorated very nice so that when you go to your locker during the middle of the school day, you get a little bit inspired and ready to rock on with the day. So for this one, you are going to need some pictures. You can do some of your dog, some nature shots of yourself, like me jumping on the trampoline. I mean, it looks cool, so why not? You're also going to need a little scrapbook paper if you want to add a little more fun to it and make it a little more colorful. And this part is optional, but I'm going to use some cardstock to make my pictures a little more sturdy so they don't rip every time I open and shut my locker. You're also going to need some clothespins and magnets, and this is going to be so you can hang them in your locker. And you're going to need some glue and some scissors. You're going to start by cutting out the pictures. My room is going to be an absolute mess when I'm done making this video because I keep throwing all the trash on the floor. I printed so many pictures that I don't think they're all going to fit in my locker. It's kind of crazy. I kind of went photo overboard. Once I finished cutting them out, I added a little bit of character by shaping the corners. By the way, for this next part, you're also going to need a pencil, but I forgot to tell you at the beginning of this DIY. The next step is to turn the picture upside down and trace it onto the back of the scrapbook paper. Then make an outline that is larger than the original, that way the scrapbook paper is bigger than the picture and can be used as a border. Once you've cut it out, trace the scrapbook paper onto the cardstock, cut it out, and glue all of the pieces together. Once you're done with the picture, it's time to glue a small strip of magnet onto the back of the clothespin. And then, it's ready to hang in your locker. Isn't this just so cute? I cannot wait to hang this in my locker and look at it every time I open it. These next two DIYs are also for lockers, and they are mini cork boards. For the first one, we are going to be using push pins and yarn to make a shape on the cork board. So you're going to need yarn, push pins, and some scissors. For the second one, we're going to be making an ombre effect on the cork board. So you're going to need some paint, a little sponge, or some other painting tool like a paintbrush. And I also recommend having some paper, something to lay on your workspace because we are going to be dealing with paint, which can get messy. Then for both of the cork boards, you're going to want some magnets to glue onto the back. That way they can hang in your locker. Start by placing the pins to make a general outline of the shape. I chose a heart. Don't push the pins all the way in, that way it's easier to wrap the string. As you add the string, make one coil around each pin. Then make adjustments to the shape by carefully rearranging the pins. Snip off any excess string and glue on your magnet. I absolutely love this one too because you can make almost anything you want as long as it's somewhat simple because it is a little bit tricky to maneuver it the way you want it. But once you've got it, it's pretty cute. On to the next one. For this next cork board, we're going to first shake up the paint and pour a little out onto the plate. And then go in with our sponge and dab away. I chose to keep the paint mainly in the corners and leave some cork showing in the middle, but you can paint however you prefer. Once you've painted it how you desire, it's time to glue on the magnet. This next DIY is a chalkboard. The supplies you're going to need is a black clipboard, some chalk markers or regular chalk, and an eraser. And I'm just using a dry erase marker eraser because it works just as well. I just realized I did not write to do. I must be getting tired from this video. Oh my gosh. This one is pretty simple. All you have to do is use your chalk to write whatever you want on your board, and when you're ready to erase, it comes right off. This one is really good for hanging in your locker because it is really cheap compared to the chalkboards that are made specifically for lockers, and it works just as good. You can either hang it on a hook in your locker with this, or you can glue some magnets on the back. At this point, I was pretty tired from filming, so I made quite a few grammar mistakes, so just bear with me on this DIY. The final DIY are ombre pencils, and if you can't tell already, I like ombre things, I guess, I don't know. We're going to need some plain wooden pencils, some paint, and once again, we're going to bring along my amazing bath sponge. I have not used this in the bath. I'm using this for painting purposes only, just to let you know. So, we are going to use this to do our ombre effect on our pencils. Decorating these pencils is really easy. All you have to do is use the sponge to dab on the paint. It literally takes less than a minute. I don't know how to get these off of the desk without them rolling and getting paint everywhere. Oh gosh. Oh, I'm doing it. I've got this. Slow and steady wins the race, right? Oh no! Oh no. Okay, we're good. It's fine. It's okay. We're good. That's all the DIYs I have for you. I hope you like them and get to use them this school year to make it a little more bearable. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. And if you're awesome, and I know you are, make sure to subscribe to my channel to see more of my content. Thanks for watching. Bye.